Welcome to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Let's be great. Let's be great.
Where we'll hang out and discuss all things fantasy football.
Go rock this thing, huh? Love you, man. Go get it.
We'll give our best fantasy advice, predictions, insights, and more.
Play our game. All right? Play hard, but stay poised.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. The show starts with Devin, Rick, and Quinn right now.
What is up, First fans? We are here today with a new episode on one Antonio Brown.
AB, business is booming.
Actually, I think he's changing his name. It's going from AB to ATB. It's new and improved.
Antonio the Brown.
No, Tavares is his middle name, and he's using it.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
ATB.
ATB?
You know what ATB actually means, right?
Another
Touchdown.
title bowl. No,
Another
I don't-
touchdown, boy.
Oh, another touchdown. That's nice. I like that.
Boy.
I like that.
You know why it's another touchdown? Because possible talk of him coming back is what we are going to discuss today.
That's right. We are talking about Antonio Brown and if he'll come back, and if he does, where's he going to go?
Let me
What
start
teams?
you off.
What teams would he even be good
Let
on?
me start you off when you said if he's coming back.
Okay.
I'm just going to say when he's coming back. I think Antonio Brown will play again.
Do you think he'll get suspended? Yes. And for how many games? 4?
No.
Likely 4?
No.
32?
No.
Probably for 4 or 8. I mean, everybody gets suspended with all the crap he did.
I mean,
I honestly
Myles
think he's
Garrett
coming
didn't
back.
get...
And you don't think he's coming back?
I don't. I think owners and general managers would be crazy to put him in.
Not nowadays. We're being lenient on everything now. Everything's a go.
Yeah.
Like,
It's whatever feels good.
We're going to start playing in
No.
bubbles.
No. Antonio Brown's a locker room issue. He
Is or was?
He still is.
He was.
Could he be a good issue in the right team, though?
He wasn't a locker room issue. But he started to become a locker room issue later on.
Actually.
And it just got worse and worse and worse.
Yes, it got worse and worse and worse until it got better and better and better.
Like what?
Well, his music career actually changed the way he did all of his things. He started going to self-help classes.
Okay.
Yeah. His songs are...
Self-help
his-
or help yourself classes?
Yes,
Because it
both.
seems like he wants to help himself.
Both.
Okay, so I remember Antonio Brown's last court sentence, he did apologize a lot, and it sounded very, very genuine. So I do believe the guy has a little bit of change in him. But the Antonio Brown that I remember is a needy attention, always asking for targets, and that's a problem
Exactly.
Wait, so you're saying he's a wide receiver?
for not everybody.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
Most of them.
Here's the thing.
Not only a few of them do.
Yes, he did get a little crazy back then,
Yeah.
but he's better now. And
Okay.
I mean, even with the age that he is now, he's still one of the best wide receivers.
Oh, yeah, the
and
talent's
teams still
still
want
there.
him.
Well, you keep up with the social media, right?
do.
What's he saying?
He just posted recently that he's back to business, and he was with. The,
But is it booming?
he didn't say business was booming, but he's
Okay.
back to business.
Okay.
Or not San Francisco, Seattle wanting
I have
him.
heard that. Seattle.
Ravens want him as well.
Well, he was working out with the Ravens. Lamar
Yeah.
was throwing him passes.
And the main thing with Seattle is that actually last year, Russell Wilson wanted Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And I think that's the main thing.
Let's go back. You said Lamar was throwing.
Yeah, throwing him passes.
He wasn't running him passes.
No, he was
Okay,
throwing him
that-
passes.
I mean, that would be really good, I think, to up the throwing game.
Man, if he went to the
In the-
Ravens,
yeah.
that team would be
Booming.
booming.
I don't think that means anything. There's been a few quarterbacks this offseason that
Yeah, but the Ravens,
Cam Newton has.
ever since
Yeah, but he's not on a team, so you can't count that.
Yeah.
they haven't really had a wide receiver in a long time.
Oh,
One that really is like really good. They had.
I mean, if he went to either Seattle or Baltimore, that would just
yeah, but
immediately increase
Yeah.
both those teams' chances. Now, I don't know how the locker room part, but just on paper and for fantasy
Yeah.
wise,
Yeah.
I mean, that's gonna cut in if he goes to Seattle, cut into DK some,
Yeah.
you would think, and Lockett.
I don't think it would
If
cut
he
into
goes
Lockett.
to-
I think it would cut into DK. Because Lockett's
Well,
a slot
yeah.
receiver. He's just target.
and Wilson really.
Yeah, but Antonio Brown is always targeted heavy.
Yeah, but he's not a slot receiver, so it's a completely different position. But DK Metcalf is more of a deep threat, so it would cut into DK more than Lockett.
And then what about Baltimore? If he goes to Baltimore, I mean,
He would
I
be
think
the man.
He would just. I mean, that's like the one position they're totally missing.
Yeah.
You know, because they've
is
got
true.
Andrews kind of for that middle of the road garbage and touchdown stuff, and they've got
Seth Roberts.
you can't forget Seth Roberts. He's
Yeah, he
like
caught some balls last year.
solid all the way around.
Well, I mean,
Marquise Brown for those long balls.
Yeah, Marquise
Antonio
Brown.
Brown for the 10 to 12
I think
passes.
Yeah, I think Marquise
Wow.
Brown is really the only wide receiver I see there at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. If he went there, that would be an instant offensive
Yeah.
upgrade, and it wouldn't affect really many of the other players, I don't think.
I think if we're talking fantasy, I would rather see him go to Baltimore. Just because I don't think Wilson would throw to him as much, and then that would probably cause the whole problem. But he did really good when he was side with Juju throughout the year, so he might do some good work with Brown, his cousin.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Well, and before that, he worked with Emmanuel Sanders. I mean,
As much as of a bond that could be there.
yeah. Well, obviously he likes those guys. I mean, he hangs out with them. They've been throwing each other passes, and could be good. So, do we think Antonio Brown is coming back? You've said
I said no.
no. Quinn is saying,
Yes.
and I also believe yes.
So there was a lot of talks in Seattle and Baltimore, and I just want to add in a question. What team do you think he's going to go to? Do you think he's going to go to those two teams, or is it a different team?
Well, I know he's going to Baltimore.
You know he's going to
I
Baltimore?
know he's going to Baltimore.
Okay.
He'll go back. This is the locker room problem that he's been wanting to go. He wants to verse the Steelers twice now.
Ah, that's another thought process,
Yeah.
too.
I can see that.
Take him out again,
Yeah.
laugh at their faces. Or he wants to go and play with Le'Veon Bell maybe, with the Jets. That's also what I've
The
heard.
Jets could use a receiver.
I also heard him talking with Le'Veon Bell.
I mean, they just got Mims.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but he's a
Mims is
rookie.
nothing with
Yeah.
Antonio Brown.
I mean, you put in Mims and Brown and Crowder's a slot. Now you're looking fairly serious. Here's one more thing, though. If he does go, and just let's say he gets signed by the Ravens,
Okay.
where do you have him on your list of top?
Top 30, 40 receivers?
Sure.
Okay. I have him above Marquise Brown.
Yeah.
I think I have Marquise Brown like around 20 to 25, maybe
Okay.
30-ish. I'd probably have Brown around 15 to 20.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's pretty unfair for me to decide because I'm an Antonio Brown type guy.
Yeah.
I think he could easily get back into being the top 10.
I believe that too. If it were me and he were coming back, I would place him at number 14.
Okay.
I have Calvin Ridley at 14, and I think he would be just above him.
I would
Okay.
give him 9.
Number 9.
Only because even when we saw him go to a different team with the Patriots, and he's still the one game he played, he got 17 points. He got a touchdown,
good.
4 catches, I think 60 yards. So
The only thing I worry about is when he was playing with Ben Roethlisberger, he did really well. When Ben went out previously and he played with, I forget who the quarterback was at that, this was a few years ago,
yeah,
but he was not good. So I think he needs a good quarterback.
Tom Brady was good.
Yeah,
Ben
well, he would've
Roethlisberger's
been good with them.
So if he goes to,
That's the only thing I worry about Lamar Jackson.
but
I don't know how
Lamar Jackson
good Lamar Jackson
has had
is
some
as
time.
a quarterback still.
Lamar Jackson is
Passing.
Passing.
Yeah. He's still lacking a little bit with that.
With the timing. I mean, Antonio Brown's a big timing guy. He runs
Yeah.
these great routes and perfect timing, and can Lamar jive with that? That's where I think Russell Wilson would be a better quarterback for.
Yeah. I mean, even with Russell Wilson being the better throwing quarterback, I still think he would get more fantasy points if he was with the Ravens.
Yeah.
Even without.
He'd have better opportunity because, I mean, he's instantly the number one there.
yeah,
You go into
he'd probably.
Seattle and you were 1A, 1B,
Yeah.
1C probably. I mean,
he'd
Lockett's still good. Metcalf is really, proven that he's going to be up there, and you throw in Brown. I mean, there's no full, for sure, alpha where he would be in Baltimore.
Yeah.
He would probably get more catches in Seattle.
Yeah.
But he'd probably see more looks in
Yeah.
Baltimore. That's just my thoughts. But yeah, that's Antonio Brown.
Well, those are our thoughts on Mr. Antonio Brown, and hopefully you'll be able to take some of that news and jive it with your own thoughts and put some together. Anyway, we thank you for watching this episode of Fantasy Football First Podcast. And if you would hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to hear some more, and hit the notification bell if you want to be told when. Okay, not told. Nobody likes to be told what to do. If you would like to be gently nudged on when our videos come out. Yeah, Tony Brown does not want to be told what to do. All right, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. And remember, finish first.
Thank you for listening to the FantasyFootballFirst.com podcast.
Jackson throws complete. Crabtree has it for a touchdown.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Get more fantasy info and check us out at FantasyFootballFirst.com.